And if you're a business owner who slashes and changes and changes and changes and changes and changes, you're doing two things. You're eroding the ability of the artist to actually be passionate about what he wants to do with you, and you are preventing your own marketing efforts from getting out there into the marketplace. So you're never going to actually advertise. You're never going to be able to promote. So I wanted to talk about, you're a content creator, you run a digital agency, you do design work, you do video production, you're a photographer, you're an artist. And I want to comment on how do you not let the profession and your passion get destroyed by changes or adjustments or things that you want to create. Now, in my career, I've shot hundreds of thousands of photos, thousands and thousands of hours of content, built God knows how many websites and designed them, only to have it really completely reworked from my total original vision. Designs and things that I would never want to do or think that is correct. And this is a tricky situation, and I'm going to just be upfront and talk about it. As an artist, it's extremely painful to go through it because you spend a lot of time creating what looks good and creating content and imagery and all of these things that represent your craft. Like, this is why they hired you, because you were the guy who has the vision or has the look that nobody else really has. And sometimes the client or the individual wants to make adjustments, they want to make changes, and they may not know best. And so there's a blend of this. Sometimes you just have to do what they want and just say, sure, absolutely, we'll go ahead and make those adjustments. But sometimes you have to speak up. And I think as clients and business owners, if you hire a creative, you owe some level of responsibility to those individuals to not degrade their work. If it's really, really poor, there's a difference there. But most of these guys are very good at what they do. And if you're a business owner who slashes and changes and changes and changes and changes and changes, you're doing two things. You're eroding the ability of the artist to actually be passionate about what he wants to do with you, and you are preventing your own marketing efforts from getting out there into the marketplace. So you're never going to actually advertise. You're never going to be able to promote. It's better if the two of you work together to just get it done as fast as possible and as quality driven as possible without sacrificing too much art or work, and change to be able to get the product out and refine after. As an artist, you should be able to speak up a little bit, just say, this doesn't look good. This is not attractive. I don't think that this is a good way to do this. That you're hired because you have a unique perspective and a unique eye that they don't have. And you got to remember that. And I think sometimes in the agency world, you lose sight of it because you're trying to just please the client. And sometimes you got to just say, no, I'm not going to do that. I want to do it this way because this looks good. This is how I've done it before. And the tendency is a lot of business owners from an artistic side, you have to look at it, they see something they like and they want to duplicate it exactly. Now, there's a time and a place for that to be duplicated, but it's not something that you should do all the time. It's something where you have to find a blend of, say, look, I like this, but I also think we should do this. And share your creative vision with the guy that you're working with. If you're a business owner and you're eradicating a design that an artist is doing, you're hurting that artist tremendously. You are damaging them. You're making them not want to work with you. You're making them just dread wanting to have a conversation with you. And they may not be able to put their best foot forward because you're degrading their art. And if you degrade art, no one's going to want to work with you. So you have to find a good balance of, okay, let's make some adjustments here. Try to do your best, even if you're not an artist, as a business owner, to articulate what you like and what you don't like. But for all the things that are out there, don't hurt your artist. Don't hurt your designer, because they're not going to want to perform for you. And then you're going to go have to find someone else. And I've seen it time and time again where art that's been created, designs that have been created, have been completely slashed down. And I find that as basically a huge invalidation on the part of the business owner to the artist. You guys shouldn't be doing that. You don't know art, you don't know how to design, you don't know how to create. So who are you to say that you know best? You don't. Now, an artist's job has as much responsibility in this as well. They have to take the time to understand the business, understand the owner, understand what they're trying to create, understand where they're trying to go, why they're trying to do that. And you have to facilitate the end product of their desire through your own mechanical skills and training that you have. But why I'm stressing this video is that as an artist, do not let people degrade your art, and as a business owner, do not degrade the artist. Encourage. Find things that you can work with for advertising. Find things that you find inspiration from. Because 90% of the time, the designer or the individual that you're hiring is going off of his own expertise, and he's going to create what he thinks or she thinks looks good. And you may have a totally different vision in mind. It's your responsibility to share that vision up front. And if you don't share it, there's no reason for you to be upset. Well, this doesn't look good. When you say to someone, make it more alive, that says nothing. When you say to someone, can you make it more exciting? That says nothing. There's nothing. What does that mean? Do you want more colors? Do you want bigger fonts? Do you want it to be more modern? Do you want fat fonts? Do you want vertical fonts? Do you want different fonts? Do you want modern fonts? Do you like lime green? Do you like purple? Make it more exciting says zero to the designer. What I like to do with my clients is say, what brands do you like? Shit, send me the brands you like. You like Tom Ford, you like Balenciaga, you like Adidas, you like Nike. What do you like about those brands? What colors do you like? What do you wear? What kind of cars do you like? I'm doing that to get information because I'm going to be able to understand. And you as the artist can do this. Ask them, hey, what brands do you like? People that go create brand lookbooks and all this stuff, okay, whatever. You guys go do that. I think it's a waste of time. I rather would like to know, look, tell me the things you like, show me those things you like, and let's see if we could find a happy medium, give you a couple of examples and go from there, and then we refine. The brand lookbook should really be done after you started to build everything and you've ironed out all the kinks. Then you could do your lookbook. Then you could do all that stuff because you've got a map and a roadway for this to happen. So as an artist, don't let people push you around. As a business owner, have some respect for the guys that you're working with. Have some respect. It's not as easy as, can you just change this? There's things that have to be tweaked and adjust from a web perspective. It may not be as simple as you think. From a video edit, you guys say, hey, I don't want to add a lot of work. Can you do all this stuff? You have to understand they have to go back into the program, open the program, load the program, watch the video, cut that piece, change it, watch it, proof it, change it, watch it, proof it. Then they have to sit down and take the 4K footage you guys are recording, re-export that footage, make sure the color grading is in there. The computer then has to compress and merge the audio and the effects and everything into a single file, which could take upwards of 10 to 20 minutes, could even take an hour depending on how long that footage is. Could take more if you're rendering 8K footage. But you have to understand that there's things that are involved with that. So don't degrade artists. Business owners communicate, artists communicate, and you're gonna find a happy medium. Don't let it destroy your craft. You got into this because you like doing what you do. Find that happy medium and just be honest. No one will do you like me.